Welcome to Let It Go Tarot. Thank you for tuning in. This is love reading for Virgo for September 2021. Let's start with Oracle cards to have an insight, but mostly this is timeless. It's meant to find you, serve you when you need it. Okay. Let's see one card. One card. Can I have one card? Okay, lovely. Thank you. We have, well song, resonating. You might be isolating at the moment, in the bubble, feeling like, feeling alone, feeling not upset, but I don't feel like you know what's happening. This is like, I'm drilling to those notes here. It's like you're not feeling like you are resonating with the world outside. You're not feeling like you are hurt. You're feeling like people do not understand you. You're feeling like, and you don't want to be understood because you don't want to lose that bubble which you managed to create around you. Because you feel safe once in your lifetime. You feel like you're safe right now. It's why, and you want others to experience this as well, but you're feeling like people cannot resonate with you, cannot receive you, cannot understand you. But if this is happening, it might be that you went through the spiritual awakening, and the majority of people, unfortunately, 3D people, they don't want to awaken, they don't want to know. It's like in the Matrix, many people would go back knowing what the outside Matrix looks like, yes? It's why you shouldn't worry about. You should appreciate resonating. You're seeking for people who would resonate with what you found, what you managed to create, and you want for them the same. But many people wouldn't appreciate that. Because why they wouldn't? Because they're not ready. They don't want to find out. They feel like they didn't yet experience all what the Matrix offers. It's like waking up too early. People can cause only a disaster and drama. We have slow and steady. Win the race. Slow and steady. Because when we awaken spiritually, it's not the end of the path. It's not at the end of the journey. And very often it's overwhelming many people that when they found out that after making something difficult like awakening, there is still a long journey to go through. But then we have to realize that every single movement, even the smallest one, towards the target is exactly what we're meant to do. Because what comes at the end, it's just us going back to the source. And it doesn't matter how long it will take us. This doesn't matter because in 5D time doesn't exist. What matters is to not make steps back. It's to not go sleep again, yeah? Okay, this is the journey for you. Reading for you, journey maybe. For you and them, whoever dealing with you, or you want to swap the roles if you resonate with other side more. Free. Let's see what's in your mind. In your mind. Too many cards. Okay, let's take it. We have the Sun. I love it. Leo energy. Maybe you're dealing with Leo. 10 of Cups. Being happy, you want to be happy in a relationship, you want to find somebody who you can be happy with. Definitely, if you're not already having, but not necessarily that fulfilled, you are. 3 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. Beautiful, beautiful cards. Look at that. The most beautiful cards of relationship, stable home, stable family, having all money and etc. You know the definition. This is definitely you knowing, you're seeing now what comes in life. You're seeing now what kind of targets you're supposed to set for yourself. Beautiful cards. Being happy with second person who knows exactly how to exchange the energy, yes, together, and building something stable, legacy together. Then what this is doing here? 3 of Cups. Celebrating. This might be celebrating as well, but for me, 3 of Cups is like third party involvement. And what this does here, celebrating, still reminiscing on some kind of freedom, still, you are thinking that you might be involved in third party involvement. You might be allowing people to, because third party, it's not necessarily romantic, it might be your partners, parents, telling you that they know better how you're supposed to live, telling you that they know better what your partner is supposed to be like, and whoever you are with, it's not necessarily that one. You know, it's somebody who is like not necessarily allowing you to know your best. Or you're celebrating right now, thinking about celebrating or mending, going out and about and trying to find somebody who is exactly, who ticks the all boxes, yes? Which would be perfect, because we have to find those people outside, not in our bubble. Okay, let's see, Virgo. You are the wisest sign in the whole zodiac. Then you know what you're doing, yes? Let's see what's heavy on the mind of the person you're dealing with. They have the Fool, Aries energy, and Judgment, Scorpio energy. Major arcanas. Whoever you're dealing with. If you've been postponing some kind of decision, if you've been rejecting somebody for quite long, thinking that they are not they are not ticking all boxes, that person is fed up with you. And I'm sorry, thinking about jumping, and even even if they have to risk, they're making a decision for themselves and then jumping to the new adventure. They don't want to wait any more longer, because they have to give themselves a rebirth, or they're judging the situation and they don't want to wait longer. But it might be, if you are explaining to somebody what kind of your desires and wants are, and if this is the person who likes it, then they definitely thinking that this is a second chance as well. This might be you are proposing this to another person and thinking that person is already in some kind of relationship, and you guys, there is a third party involvement romantically, that person is willing to risk a new start, a new beginning, and giving a second chance, giving a rebirth to something, or they are willing to risk something, give either to this relationship or to themselves a rebirth, a new adventure, something to give themselves a chance. What's happening in your life? We have 7 of Cups, many options or illusions. What about that? Many options or illusions. You're not seeing something? We have 4 of Swords as well. You're waiting for some kind of options. You're waiting for more options to open up. This is in your life currently. You are knowing what you want, not necessarily seeing that whoever you're dealing with are fulfilling the tick boxes, fulfilling your desires and needs, because they might be already in the third party or something like that. They might be already in different place. You don't want to be in a third party, and you are giving yourself a time, because you are recuperating and staying still. You're giving yourself time, you are in that bubble, and you are waiting for more options to come. It's why somebody is fed up and is going somewhere else, because they're giving themselves a judgment. They're judging the situation by themselves, not waiting for you to judge, which means if you're not making a decision, if you want to invest, they're making a decision for them, for both of you, and they're going away. I don't know if this is your desire, because it means that not necessarily the options are opening for you. One definitely is closing off, yes? Was it the desire for you? And it might be the best one, yes? I don't know, because it's in your mind. It's like you want the best. Please take it as it resonates, because maybe you're on that side. You are starting something new because you are fed up of waiting for somebody, because that person is constantly in their bubble and they need time and space, blah, blah, blah. But what they're doing, they are waiting for something better to come, because they knowing what they exactly want. And they waiting for somebody, and they are getting involved in many relationships, because now I understand those cards. They are getting involved in many relationships because they still searching for that perfect one, whereas it's you perfect one, and you are, because this is a judgment, yes, it's you've been sent probably to their life to fulfill those desires and needs, and the perfect one is just about to sneak out. And it might be your side. Take the side which you are resonating most with. Okay, what's happening on that side life though? We have the Knight of Wands and 8 of Swords, exactly. That side, you dealing with a player. You stuck mentally on the player, still believing that they can do something with their life because they sold you a perfect dream. Yes, they dream about this as well. This is the best cards possible. If I had to pick up from the deck describing the perfect relationship, yes, it's in their mind. And yes, they sold you. If this is your side, they sold, that side has sold that side, the desire, the dream, the fulfillment. Yes, definitely, but they are still searching for that person, not necessarily telling you that. They might be telling you just that they need a time, slowly and steady, need the time, but they're cheating because they are taking gaining time to find somebody else, because you're dealing that side, you're dealing with a player and you're stuck on it, you're mentally stuck. Why? Because that person sold you the perfect dream, how the relationship with them will look like, and you cannot get out this from your head. Maybe that player has love bombed you, if this is a narcissistic person, yes, and you cannot overcome those beautiful days, beautiful moments with that person, but you are definitely stuck on the player, still waiting for them to deliver what they wanted, but they are still hanging around with more than only you. Okay, and in your thoughts, it just go somewhere else. Give yourself a proper judgment. Yeah, definitely. You cannot be... And you're stuck because you are building a trauma bond right now, yes? Those little hooks, love bombing. Sometimes when it gets really, really nasty, they just bring you flowers. Whew. Okay, what's the spirit guides advising the person who is playing right now here? What the spirit guides want to teach that person? 5 of Wands. This is like competition. 8 of Cups and King of Swords. Whoever you're dealing with, the spirit guides wanting to teach them a lesson, and they wanting to take them from. They have to leave the desire, they have to abandon the desire to put people in competition, to play with too many people, to bring a drama and conflict. They have to leave that behavior. They have to stop feeling fulfilled when there are people competing for them. And they have to learn something. They have to be honest. They have to be truthful. They have to say how it is. They have to be honest, definitely, about that. About the honest towards themselves, first to know exactly what they want and do not play people around. And what you meant to learn, because everybody has to learn something. And if this is your side, sorry, that side, because I'm not sure, because I was telling that this is yourself. Maybe you are a player, but this is the side of the player, this is the side of the victim, yes? What's the victim supposed to learn? Because everything comes to our life what we're aligning with, which means that person has to learn something and probably clean the wounds from the childhood, abandon wounds, and it's that they be able to survive trauma bond, to be able to release something they are bounded to. We have Queen of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, that definitely, and 4 of Pentacles. Hold on, look at that. Whoever is on that side, the victim person they have, this is a huge lesson for you, for that person, to learn how to be self-efficient and do not rely on others, neither emotionally or financially. Hold on to their finances, hold on and build up strong as a Queen of Pentacles, somebody who is grounded, somebody who doesn't need anybody else, is committed mostly to themselves and has money to the point that they can self-protect them, and they don't need anybody to live, and they don't need anybody. It's how to treat the trauma bond, to understand that you are self-sufficient, that you don't need anybody to love bomb you for a moment for you to feel like you are fulfilled or you're stable. Absolutely, because it's an illusion. Nobody can give you stability, only you. We have what has happened between two of you. There was a lot of promises of new beginnings, a lot of new beginnings, and somebody maybe even promised another person to create a family, yes? But this was, I feel strongly like only promises. What that side thinks about other, which means the player. Family. that player thinks that you are a potential option to create a family with. And the victim, what thinks about the player? This is exit only, soulmate, that they are soulmate towards you. And this is only exit only. To exit. And there were only dreams and only heart came out from it. And that side is awakening right now to the situation, understanding and knowing what it is about. Somebody is still dreaming about better and still searching for somebody, but already harassing and overusing and abusing one person. Okay, not a nice, but what I would say, just this is in your head, in that person's head, and just jump, 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 jump. Even if you have to stay single, what's wrong with it? What's wrong with it? Singlehood and being independent is a magnet for much higher vibrations, which means nicer people. I hope it will help somebody. Thank you for watching.